Assalamu alaikum. This is my story, how I came to Islam. I'm 18 years old. I started to learn about Islam when I was 15. I'm from a Polish background. I came to England when I was 6 years old. Obviously because my family came out of poverty and stuff like that, and they wanted a better life for me, and they came to England. So at my childhood, I was 6. Obviously, I went to Bentinck Primary School in Radford, and I really had an easy life because both my parents were working. Alhamdulillah, anything I wanted, I could have. And obviously, everything started to change when I was in year 6 of my primary school. Obviously, my mum fell ill to an illness called colitis, which is a bowel disease, which currently you can't cure. Obviously, may Allah grant her cure. And obviously, because when two parents are earning wages, obviously, and you lose on one wage, you just start to struggle. You can't go out buy clothes, and we're just having a hard time, just struggling with everything. And when I was 15, obviously, I used to hang out on the streets and stuff when I was younger, and just go out and just have bad habits and drink. And it wasn't because I wanted to mess around, because I had problems with my family. Like when I came home from school, seeing my mum just on the floor, and it's just a horrible experience for anyone to experience. And it just touched me, and I started to drink and smoke because I seen people that I love, I'm not gonna mention who, it's just people that I love just addicted to alcohol, and I just seen how that destroyed my life and other people's life, how people just thought about themselves. And when I went outside, all I seen is just negativity all around me, how people just taking drugs. And I'm thinking, at the time I didn't have Islam, because obviously I come from a Christian background, a Catholic, and I'm thinking, at the time, I had lots of friends because I'm always hanging around doing this. And obviously, in 2009, my mum fell ill. And afterwards, my brother had a wedding, Catholic wedding. So obviously I got to experience that and how they used to drink and stuff like that. And then obviously when I was going through that hard time, obviously I had a girlfriend. So obviously Allah makes everyone experience different things in life. And obviously I had a girlfriend for 2 years. So obviously when I was going through the struggle, my girlfriend was supporting me. And obviously when I was 16, I broke up with her. Obviously it was near the end of school. So obviously I had lots of friends, and obviously because I was learning about Islam, people, my own friends, they just turned their back on me. They didn't want to listen. Obviously a few friends was here and there. And obviously my own friends gave me down, Muslim friends, so obviously they stick with me, obviously, whilst I was in school. And it was quite a hard time for me, because obviously I would come home, I wouldn't have much friends anymore, because obviously I'm learning about Islam and thinking, should I convert or should I not? And obviously I'm thinking, why am I not doing something that I love? Because obviously I was doing cage fighting and martial arts, and I really enjoyed going to the gym. Obviously I wasn't really focused on myself as I should have, and it was quite a hard time for me, because obviously I'd come home, see my mum ill. Obviously I wanted someone to talk to. I didn't really have anyone to talk to, because obviously my friends would turn their back on me. I didn't have a girlfriend, so obviously I started to drink and smoke because I was looking for a way out. I was looking for someone to give me a hand. I couldn't really find anything. And so after I finished school, I didn't really get good grades. I thought I would look after my mum as much as I could. Obviously, I would learn about Islam, so I'd go on daily reminders, roadside to Islam, and just watch different videos. And remember getting the Quran for the first time, because obviously my Muslim friends gave me dawah at school, and they just talked about Jesus, peace be upon him, and I didn't really know much. And what I learned was obviously the prophets in Islam. So obviously because obviously I come from a Christian background, when I read the Quran for the first time, it was shocking, because I'm reading, I'm thinking, hang on, is the Bible true or is the Quran true? And obviously, because I didn't know that Jesus is in the Quran and Abraham and Moses, and it was just quite a shock for me to find out that. And after a while, I started to do my own research because obviously I was confused. Obviously, I accepted Islam straight away because it was something in my heart telling me, yes, this is the truth. But when I started looking into it, I had doubts and thought, is this the truth? And then obviously the Jews believe in the Prophet, so I looked into all religions, came to Islam at the end. So obviously, whilst I wanted to convert, but obviously I started to go to the gym, obviously do martial arts, boxing and bodybuilding, bit of everything, strength and condition training. And obviously I was at sixth form at the time. So obviously at sixth form, people just messing around and doing whatever. And all I would care is about just training. So I trained 4 hours a day just to keep, because obviously I was stressed out. I love to train. I didn't know nothing but training. So after college, sixth form, I would just go and train and check up on my mum, because obviously she has an illness. If she was all right, I would leave her with a family member, take my phone and just go to the gym. So I trained for about a year, and obviously I finished sixth form. I didn't really know what to do. So I was confused. So obviously I went to Central College, but I just didn't really know what to do. So I dropped out, and obviously I would experience a lot of my losses to life. Obviously, I didn't mention, obviously, when I was younger, I lost my brother and my brother and my friend, obviously, that when I was about 7, 8. And obviously, when I was 15, I lost my mum's friend. Obviously, it was quite, when you know someone and they come and visit you and stuff, and then when you lose them, you don't have someone to talk to. It's just hard. And when I came back, obviously, when I was 17, obviously, I found out my granddad had cancer. So obviously, it was hard because obviously he lives in Poland. I couldn't hug him. I couldn't really tell him that I love him, because obviously I could call him, but it was just I couldn't hug him and tell him that I love him. And obviously, I started to question myself and started thinking, should I make a career out of boxing or cage fighting? Because that's what I loved. That's all I knew. When you train, when you give so much hours into something, when you spend so much time doing something you love, you don't want to give it up. But I thought, Islam's the truth. I came so far, did research for 3 years. You know, I've been through so much. Am I just going to give it up, or am I just going to chase this world and do whatever I want and build a career and have millions? And I thought I'd give it up, because it's the right thing to do, to give it up, because I want to please my Lord on the day of judgment. So I gave it up when I was 17. And obviously my granddad passed away after he had cancer through it. I didn't even say goodbye to him. I cried. It was quite a hard experience. And obviously when that was happening, my brother, obviously he had, I don't know what it's called, a bowel disease or something like that. I'm not sure. And obviously he's going through this now, and he's paying for medication. Because obviously in Poland it's quite different. Obviously you could wait for a doctor, but obviously if he needed urgent medication, and obviously he's paying for medication now. He's paying quite a lot of money for it just to keep him alive. And my mum would send money, and it's just quite hard to think about. So I took my Shahada with a brother from Birmingham, so I got in contact. He supported me. He would call me and just to see how I was. He came from Birmingham all the way to Nottingham, and he just talked to me. He just supported me and advised me to come to Nottingham Islam, which I contacted earlier. But obviously the shaitan, the devil, came and tried to misguide me from the path. So obviously I was thinking at the time, should I take my Shahada, should I not? So I took my Shahada with the brother, and obviously over the phone. And obviously I contacted Nottingham Islam after 3 months. Obviously I was depressed. I didn't really work out. I was just depressed. I didn't know what to do. I'd see a lot of things with my mum, and so I took my Shahada with the brother. I met the brothers at a dinner. Obviously I messaged Nottingham Islam on Facebook, and after a while, I met them up with a dinner. They supported me from learning how to pray, and just taught to me how did I not become Muslim, but do I believe in Allah and the prophets. And obviously I went to the Masjid Umar obviously to pray. So when I first obviously got to know the brothers, obviously they were opening up a dawah center obviously for new Muslims, and obviously I was able to take part, and I want to continue to take part in giving dawah to non-Muslims, and even Muslims, just supporting them with praying or any books, or just I really appreciate for what the center has done for me, and will continue to give dawah.